I enjoy filming in the winter in the English landscape. Uh-oh. I did wade through that water, and I'm glad I did. I got absolutely soaking wet. It was nearly to my knees, soaked right through. I had to wring the socks out at the other end, about 3/4 of a mile down the road. The words water meadow should have given me a clue, but I'm glad I did, because I had been worried that my strength was going, my ability to deal with something as simple as 9 or 10 degrees Celsius water might be fading, which is you know, it's one of those things that you expect in middle age. But I was really getting worried, and I just went through it, forced my way through it. Typical. I am my father's son, never turn back. And I tried going around it, you can't. I just went through it, and then walked another 5 miles after that, no problem at all. So my strength is coming back. I'm really pleased. I feel a different man. And but I brought my wellies today, so I've come back. I'm back in Oxford. This is Wither, mispronouncing that. The 19th century way of saying it was Whiteham. And it's an old word that, counter to what it says on Wikipedia, which is, there's 2 articles about this neighbourhood which are beautifully indexed, loads of beautiful footnotes and references to academic journals and so on, but is reasoned incorrectly. The person who wrote that thinks that this place is called Ham, and Ham is home, and Wicht is weight, and it's not what it means at all. It's on a bend in the river. It is hemmed in. There's hardly any places. There's not very many places anyway. The majority of places with ham on the end aren't home. They're hemmed in piece of meadow on a waterway. And why Wicht can't mean white or wheat, I don't know. And he does it again with Hinksey. There are loads of beautiful names around here that end in E, without an L in front. So Botley's not one of them. And what that E means, island. But unfortunately, the Wikipedia author describes it as Siya, which means in Old English victory. It's very similar to the German Sieg. This should give us pause for thought when we're thinking about the heroic culture of the Germanic migrants. But anyway, it isn't. It's Iya, which is island. All of these places are island because it's really, really wet here. definitely in the winter anyway. And that makes it really, really hard for those of us who are I'm only an amateur, but I always have next to my sofa Eccles Dictionary of Place Names. He's sometimes wrong, but it's a good start. It is truthful, the vast majority of it. It is reasoned academic. And when I'm not sure about Eccles, or I can't find it in Eccles, I look at the Place Names Society on the internet. But anyway, besides the point, me rubbishing this poor Wikipedia author, it's there's plenty more. He goes on about how there's a village with a Viking longhouse in it, and there isn't. He references is it Martin Biddle, academic, 1958 excavation report, who says quite plainly there is no structures here before the 12th century, and except for a ditch and a round enclosure which has Roman pottery in it. Nothing to do with the Vikings. It's just sheer fantasy. This is Wessex. We're on the Berkshire side of the Thames. But anyway, it's really tempting when you get into Old English and antiquarianism and archaeology to get carried away with romantic ideas of the past. The English, when they went and settled in a place, they said there's water there and there's a forest there, we'll call it Waterholt, all right? A Waterholt or something like that. They just said what they saw. There was nothing fancy about the English at all. They still aren't. We're very matter-of-fact people. We're not prone to flights of fancy. Even now, 1,000 years, 1,500 years later. So anyway, that's my introduction. No, it's not. So I'm back here. This is the Thames, and this is my re-attempt to have a look at the Thames along from Hinksey through Witham, and also add a little bit more to my selection of videos about the Thames, which is Thames, which is a pre-English Celtic British word. I can't remember what for, but it is a fragment of the prehistoric past, still alive on our maps, and it's not the ISIS at all. That's a different controversy.